Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
Well, let's begin with the picture of the day because I want to show you a picture of the inversion again, what will be gone by this time tomorrow. In fact, by midday tomorrow in the afternoon, early afternoon, I should say, we'll start to scour this out. This is from Bogus Basin. Looking down, a great shot here from a local skier, Terry Lostrom. Bogus Basin above the fog. You can see a plane flying through the blue skies. And that layer you see there, that's about the top of that from between there and the valley is about 4,000 feet. That's what the charts are showing right now. That's a layer of cold air. And while it will snow at Bogus Basin, where temperatures are right near freezing, that snow will then fall, and then it will be just above that layer. It is warm above that cloud layer, above freezing, just enough to melt those snowflakes and cause to turn to raindrops. Those raindrops will then fall into the cold air and then hit the ground and freeze on contact. That is freezing rain. This is the Neil Allen weather picture of the day. If you've got photos, you can send it on in. Send them to I Contribute at KIVI-TV.com. Let's take a look at the very latest in the valley again. Here we are, 29 degrees now. The temperature's dropped in Ontario to 29. It's 29 in Boise. It is 30 in Mountain Home, 100% humidity. In other words, the temperature can't fall anymore in Mountain Home unless drier air moves in. But in Boise and Ontario, the air is drier. The dew point is lower. The temperature has room to fall. When precipitation falls, the temperature may drop a degree or two down to 28. Either way, it's going to stay below freezing. In Burns, right now, they're getting rain. Burns, Oregon, that's to the west out of the inversion. Pendleton right now is getting some freezing rain in northeast Oregon, and it won't be long, maybe within the next hour, hour and a half, that Ontario could start to see some freezing rain, certainly around Vail. We could be seeing it here shortly, so keep that in mind. Precipitation is tracking in from west to east. You can see it's starting to fill in the radar screen right in here, and that will continue to move on in and overspread the region tonight. With these temperatures, this is a bad situation. Freezing rain will likely glaze just about everything. Untreated roads, which are most of the roads in the valley, will be very slick during the day tomorrow. The major interstates, of course, will probably be better. Anything that is treated will be in pretty good shape because temperatures near freezing. That will tend to not allow the ice to form because it lowers the freezing point way down to around 20 degrees, so it's not going to get that cold. It will likely see some wet roadways there, but you have to assume it is ice tomorrow morning because it's very difficult to tell the difference between freezing rain and just regular rain. You get those, that glaze forming, and it's all this moisture tracking on in. We'll bring a good amount of snow to the mountains as a big flow of air comes in from Hawaii and moist, and we're talking about a foot of snow in some of the higher peaks. Bogus Basin could do 6 to 10 inches of snow out of this. Futurecast shows it coming in. Now here's midnight. I think it'll be just a little bit ahead of this, but here 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, freezing rain likely falling in the Treasure Valley. This green represents rain, but I have a feeling it will be freezing rain. The computer charts have a hard time picking out all that cold air, and it's through the morning tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Very icy conditions are likely. It will then turn to rain later in the morning and probably dry out a little bit later in the day as dry air moves in. Upwards to 6 inches of snow falling in Long Valley during the storm system between tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night, upwards to a foot of snow in some of those higher peaks. So let's get right to that forecast coming in for the Treasure Valley. For tomorrow, freezing rain during the morning with temperatures below freezing, but in the afternoon, rain to the early afternoon. Temperatures get to near 39 to 42, and then maybe even we dry things out in the late afternoon with a slight chance for a peak of sunshine. In the mountains, snow falling on those higher elevations, some heavy snow as well. Watch out for slick conditions. And around Stanley, Sun Valley, 3 to 6 inches of snow, most of the snow in Stanley, 3 inches in Sun Valley, with maybe 5 to 7 inches on the mountain. Twin Falls, 21 in the morning. I have a feeling it won't be that cold. I think it will be more like 32 with a chance for some freezing rain, but then warming up to 50 in Twin Falls during the afternoon. And look at this down there. Sunshine of the forecast over the weekend, a lot of sun, but tomorrow morning, Good Morning Idaho will be updating you on the chance for ice tomorrow morning. It is likely.
Get through it, then the good stuff comes in.
Absolutely.
All right, we've been waiting for that. Thanks, Scott. Coming up next, I think we've had it bad over the last couple of weeks. We show you some of the fierce weather hitting other parts of the country.